Welcome back, strategists of Dominion, Zeus speaking. Real meta shifts rarely arrive with noise. Sometimes they return through the heroes we stopped watching. And after analyzing multiple battles, I'm convinced we may be witnessing the early stages of one of the most dangerous comebacks Hero Wars has seen in years. While the entire community has been focused on Fluffy and the disruption he brings to Dominion, it seems we overlooked something important, or rather, someone. Because behind this chaos, one hero is quietly preparing a very dangerous return. And that hero is Satori? A name many players left in the past. A hero some even forgot existed. But today, he is showing signs of coming back with a presence that feels stronger than ever. There was a time when Satori wasn't just relevant, he was terrifying. I still remember my early days in Hero Wars. Whenever I saw a Satori team in the arena, I hesitated before pressing attack. One mistake was enough to lose the entire battle. And the reason was simple: Satori punishes energy gain. Energy is the engine behind every hero. The faster heroes gain it, the faster they ultimate. But against Satori, that advantage becomes a liability. Here is where the danger begins. And why players once feared pressing that attack button. Every time an enemy hero gains bonus energy, Satori applies 9 fox marks. And bonus energy happens more often than most players realize. Heroes gain it when they secure a kill, when they dodge attacks. And some heroes, like Orion and Polaris, generate bonus energy directly through their skills. So what looks like acceleration is actually self-destruction. Because fox marks are not just a visual effect. They are a ticking bomb. Satori spreads these marks from multiple sources: his basic attacks, his skill Spirit Purification, and once the marks begin stacking, the battlefield starts tilting in his favor. Then comes the ultimate. And the punishment is brutal. Satori can deal over 87,000 damage per fox mark. Not combined, per mark. When several are stacked, the damage escalates instantly, capable of deleting heroes before they can even react. That was the era when Satori ruled Dominion. But every meta eventually shifts. Satori's dominance came to an abrupt end with the arrival of Sebastian. The moment Sebastian entered the game, the entire dynamic changed. His ultimate, Ode to Serenity, removes all fox marks from allies, and even worse for Satori, while Sebastian's shield is active, new marks cannot be applied at all. Overnight, Satori lost his greatest weapon. Without fox marks, his threat collapsed. Players stopped trusting him on offense, removed him from defense, and slowly but surely, he disappeared from the battlefield. Not for months. For years. For more than 6 years, Satori was benched, remembered mostly by veteran players who once feared him. But now, everything is changing. Fluffy has entered Dominion, bringing with him a mechanic powerful enough to reshape key battlefield interactions, the ability to cancel ultimates. And this is where things get very interesting. Sebastian is typically one of the fastest heroes to ultimate. His shield arrives early, shutting Satori down before he can build momentum. But when Fluffy cancels that ultimate, the shield never appears. Which means the fox marks stay. They are not cleansed. And Satori keeps stacking them. In many of the battles I tested today, Satori was able to launch his ultimate before Sebastian could even attempt a second one. And if you position Satori closer to the front line, allowing him to take damage and generate energy faster, that timing becomes even more reliable. The result speaks for itself. Battle reports are already showing Satori dealing massive damage again, numbers we simply haven't associated with him for years. The moment Fluffy steps onto the battlefield, the conditions that once suppressed Satori begin to disappear. And that is why I truly believe we are witnessing the return of Satori. Now, let me be very clear about one thing. The battles you are watching are test battles. These are not finalized Satori compositions, and they are not meant to represent the perfect meta setup. Right now, the objective is proof. Proof that Satori works again. Proof that the hero can compete in today's environment. How he ultimately fits into the modern meta is something we still need to explore. There will be experimentation, adjustments, and likely a few surprises along the way. So don't treat these teams as finished products. See them for what they are, the first warning signs that a forgotten predator has stepped back into Dominion. And this time? The battlefield might be ready for him. And there you have it, the battlefield is shifting once again. Fluffy is not just another addition to Dominion, he is quietly rewriting old rules and reopening doors many believed were permanently closed. And behind that door stands Satori, a hero who once dominated the arena, vanished for years, and now suddenly has the conditions to rise again. The biggest takeaway today is simple. Never assume a hero is gone forever. One mechanic, one interaction, one unexpected synergy can reshape the entire meta. Satori is already showing signs of massive damage, faster impact, and real battlefield presence. The question is no longer can Satori return. The real question is, how far this comeback can go, and whether players will adapt before it's too late. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tested Satori after Fluffy entered Dominion? Are you seeing the same damage spikes? Do you believe this is the beginning of a true Satori meta, or just early experimentation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all, and your experience helps the entire community stay one step ahead. If this video helped you see the meta from a new angle, hit that like button so more players can recognize what's happening before it catches them off guard. Subscribe for deeper strategy, smarter planning, and early insights that keep you ahead of the competition. And turn on notifications, because in Hero Wars, the players who react first are usually the ones who win the most. Stay sharp, stay strategic, and remember, Dominion rewards those who prepare before the storm arrives. Salute and friendship.